The unbreakable bond between passion and success is purpose. At the core of every individual lies a unique purpose waiting to be discovered. Purpose is the compass that guides us through the labyrinth of life. It points us in the direction of fulfillment and meaning. Passion, on the other hand, is like a fuel that propels us forward on the journey to realizing our purpose. Let me explain that. Sometimes when we have passion, we can still be in the same spot. It can even look as if we're going backwards. But actually, we're doing that to go forward. So passion, sometimes you don't see it as progress immediately. It takes time, but it's unfolding. It's unwavering commitment to something that sets our souls on fire, transforming ordinary action into extraordinary achievements. See, if we know who we are, then we know who we are not. Because life can ascribe identity unto us. Life can label us that this is what we think you are. So what happens to most of us is when those people that have ascribed an identity on us, when they are no longer there, when that environment that has labeled us with a particular identity, when that environment shifts away, we get confused. We are unsure. So in other words, identity, purpose, and passion, they work hand in hand. Your mind becomes a playground for ideas. When we find our purpose, it pushes boundaries. When we find our purpose, it creates solutions, creates answers. When we find our purpose, the things that were thought that were not possible, the things that were thought cannot be done, it becomes possible. We can now realize them with purpose. Go do something you've never done before. Get your hands on something you've never touched before. Think differently. Takes me to my next point. The power of exposure. Exposure unlocks other alternatives. It unlocks other options. To function in a higher dimension and authority, we must find this exposure so that our purpose will lead us to begin to do what we are meant to do. Now the question is, what do we do with the times that are not working well? What do we do when we are frustrated? How do we have answered the questions of being stuck in one spot and one place for a long time? This is the magnetic attraction of purpose and passion towards success. That when we are down, we are still resilient enough to keep going. That those times we don't use it as a time that keeps us there, but as a time that we learn through the failures of lives. That we create that energy to push us towards our destination. That success is not just a journey anymore, it is a natural consequence of everything that we lay our hands upon. I am yet to meet an extraordinary woman or extraordinary man who have achieved extraordinary success in life without extraordinary problems or extraordinary issues. Success comes at a price, and the price tag is to keep going. It leads me to my last point of this morning. That to be successful, we have to take responsibility for it. If you're going to add to what you already are, you have to pay attention to it. For example, if you go get a dog, you have to walk it. have a goldfish, you have to feed it. Most of us go through life being overwhelmed by everything, but what is happening is we are amassing too much and we are not having enough time to pay attention to maintain what we are amassing. You only have so much time in a day. So what is taking your energy? Are we just busy or are we effective? Are we just doing things or are you actually achieving what you're meant to be doing? So for some of us, the problem is not to amass, because clearly we are out of time, because we are overwhelmed by the thing we already have. For some of us, we now need to cut down and subtract on the things that we've got so that we can focus on what really matters. We are desperately running out of time. If you take my house, I will get another one. If you take my car, I will get another one. But if you take my time, it's a precious commodity. So be the master of every second in your life, because that is all you got. So we're not just busy doing things. We're actually effective in moving in the direction towards our purpose. I'm going to stop here for today, and I hope I've been able to speak to someone out there that will begin to relieve our time and focus on what really matters. 1, 2, generate the habit of finding our purpose and working towards it every day. 3, and be the master of the time that we have left. Bye for now, and have a good day.